Wow. Oh, man, it's over. Wow. Jeez. That's it. It's over. I'm T-Street Controversy with FightView360.com. We cover every single major fight live. Deontay Wilder doesn't know what's going on or where he is right now. Woo! That was talk about a stressful fight to watch. So now we can have some fun. I'm going to show you some highlights. I'm going to show you some clips. We're going to listen to the post-fight interview. Please take your time out, like the video, subscribe. I'm T-Street Controversy with FightView360.com. Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, wins by 11th-round knockout, referee stoppage of Deontay Wilder. No ifs, ands, or buts. We already know what the excuses are going to be. We just sat here, we watched the fight, we scored the fight. What round was the knockdown, the two knockdowns of Tyson Fury? They're going to say that the referee didn't count fast enough, that it should have been a knockout. Okay, all right, whatever. They're going to say it happened again in two fights. Okay, it should have been over, whatever. I'm sorry, it's over. I'm glad it's over. And more importantly, now people are going to cry. Don't hurt yourselves, though. You know, wow, I don't even know what to say. The blood is boiling. So we got a lot to talk about, right? And the ear is bleeding again. The ear is bleeding again. So the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, now, in my opinion, has defeated Deontay Wilder 3 times. Okay, twice on paper. The first fight was on paper a draw. But now the question is, where does Deontay Wilder go from here? Because to be honest, even though, you know, he reverted back to being the old Deontay Wilder, as Tyson Fury told him he was going to do, and Malik Scott tried to train him not to be, this still was the best Deontay Wilder we've seen, right? Thanks, DC. What should Fury's next fight be? Well, we're going to talk about that now, but let's listen to the post-fight interview. And I'm guessing we're going to hear from both fighters, unless Deontay Wilder decides to leave the ring or he has to leave, you know, because of the doctors. Let me take a little swig. Deontay Wilder's still on the stool. Is he crying? Hope not. That ain't going to be a good look. But we all knew that the winner, well, the loser of this fight was going to lose a lot. And there was a lot like street cred, boxing cred, racial cred was relying on this fight. And frankly, I hate to say it like this, but boxing is going to be a better place now that Deontay Wilder lost. All them excuses and his fanatical, radical fans, it's unfortunate, but yo, I'm glad the shit's over because of that. Now, it's a shame that all of these people have been making all this money off Deontay Wilder and using his name for this and that and this and that. Now, you know, I want to know how they're going to cling. Now, they're going to cling to this for a while. By the way, let's go look at it. Replay. Oh, that's just one. Here, let me turn it up. And he just started battering him on the ropes. And that was the last 3 rounds. Here, let's see if we can get you one of the knockout. Oh. Damn, Deontay. Damn. Look, and he's still down there. So he hit him with the left. The left scraped him, but then he came in. Ooh. Oh, no. Damn. Now, ain't no coming back from that. Yo. Ain't no coming back from that. And this is why you shouldn't get emotionally involved, like with fighters in boxing. My bad. So now, does Deontay Wilder keep fighting on? Who does he fight? I think, you know, but up here, though, you know, is he going to go back and start making all these excuses? Or is he going to disappear for a year or 2 and try to come back? You know? Shit. So the question is, how do you rate Tyson Fury's performance? You know, yes, he did fight a dog-out performance. You know, they fought a lot on the inside. Let's get you one more highlight. Now, that snipped him, but this one clipped him. Bang. Now, I wonder how many people are crying right now or lost probably millions of dollars collectively along of people who gamble. And, you know, we talked about it. It was very evident that to pick Deontay Wilder, you had to pick him by knockout because we wasn't going to see him outbox Tyson Fury. Look at my brother down there. Yo, sheesh. And you know what? A special part of me is involved with this fight because if you didn't know, I'm half black, half Irish, and half El Chicano Mexicano, or at least I identify as such, and you can't say nothing against that because I identified and I can sue you. So, you know, it's just like seeing these two brothers go to war like this, both of these fighters that I've been covering. I've been covering Tyson Fury since he was fighting on Box Nation years and years ago, back in 2011, 2012, shit like that. I've been covering Deontay Wilder since he was wearing the fucking big Steve Harvey suits, fighting on ESPN. So to see these fighters go from where they were to this type of level here, but also to see how they both change, like in their demeanors and mentally, like, you know, it's been really, really hard seeing like Deontay Wilder get used and abused, or at least I think so, by his fanatical, radical fan base. So we're waiting for the post-fight interviews.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute, 10 seconds in round number 11.
Take your time out, like the video, help me out.
By way of knockout, and he is still the undefeated WBC and lineal heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
And this is Tyson Fury's era. This is the man that finally ends the reign of Vladimir Klitschko.
Let's listen to the post-fight interviews.
Heavyweight king in 2015.
Wilder's gone.
Deontay Wilder's going to go back
post-fight
to his
interview.
room. Oh, look, we'd like to get interviews, but I understand. He was concussed. He was knocked flat. I get it.
Nah, motherfucker, talk that shit you was talking.
Wins this fight, you can make a case. He won all 3 fights against Deontay Wilder. He had to dig so deep in this one. A tremendous effort from Wilder. And Fury, again, is the king of this division. Anthony Joshua has lost twice. That man is the king of the heavyweights.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Let's go to the ring. And Bernardo is soon. Bernardo.
Oh, I will.
Having a conversation with the champion about the rabbit punches, but
I made it as clean as possible for you. Right. Thank you.
Tyson, first of all, on behalf of boxing fans everywhere, thank you for giving us a trilogy worthy of boxing history. What are you and Deontay made of? Because there was 5 knockdowns, and this fight could have ended at any moment.
Well, like the great John Wayne said, I'm made of pig iron and steel, baby.
Walk me through what got you up twice after you had put him down.
First of all, I'd just like to say thank you to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. In the mighty name of Jesus, I won this fight tonight again. I give him the glory, he gives me the victory. It made me legs strong. I was down a couple of times. I was hurt. Wilder's a strong puncher, and he's a tough man. I was hitting him with some big shots, and my Lord and Savior rose me to my feet tonight to give him the glory.
Is there a level of respect now after sharing the ring for a total of 33 rounds?
You know, it was a great fight tonight. It was worthy of any trilogy in the history of the sport. You know, I'm not going to make any excuses. Wilder's a top fighter. He gave me a real run for my money tonight. And I always said, I'm the best in the world and he's the second best. You know, he's got no love for me, Deontay Wilder, because you know why? Because I beat him 3 times. And it's like, I'm a sportsman. I went over to him to show some love and respect, and he didn't want to give it back. So that's his problem. I'll pray for him, so God will soften his heart. But you know what? I want to thank everybody in this building tonight who came out to show love for my sport, boxing. Thank you to every man, woman and child in the building tonight. Great fight, October 9th, 2021. Will go down in history as a great fight, I hope, anyway.
It sure will, and that begs the question, what is next for the Gypsy King? You are the WBC champ.
I'm the WBC champ, Ring Magazine champion, and lineal champion. You know what? I've got to say thank you to my trainer, Sugar Hill, because if it wasn't for Sugar, at America's own, Detroit's own, I wouldn't have got through that fight tonight. He told me, he said, get your jab working, big dog, and shoot that right hand down the middle. He said, only the big dogs pull it out late on in fights. And I said, yes, I got you. And I went out and pulled it out of the bag. So big shout out to me dad, me mum, me kids all watching. I know you've had your hearts in your mouth tonight, but don't ever doubt me. When the chips are down, I can always deliver. Thank you to Bob Arum. Thank you to Frank Warren. Thank you to Top Rank Boxing, Las Vegas, T-Mobile, MGM, and everybody who came to show support. And thank you to my wife. Thank you, Paris. I love you so much. And yeah, thank you very much again. I don't want to keep going on and on and on, but you know, it was a great honour tonight to be here. And I got one thing to say.
Put on my blue suede shoes, baby, boarded the plane. A touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. WC handy, when you look down over me. Hey, I got a first class ticket, and I'm as fly as a guy can be. I was walking in Vegas, I was walking with my feet on the field. I was walking in Vegas, and do I really feel the way I feel? Thank you very much. Vegas, I love you, baby. Lancaster, la la la. Lancaster, la la la. There we go.
Well,
Well, thank you that it's over. Let's go talk about the heavyweight division one more time before we go. Then we're going to be here. We're going to be streaming again, and literally the fighters got to go get changed, and Wilder's not going to show up to the post-fight press conference. But in about a half hour, 45 minutes or so, there's going to be a post-fight press conference with Tyson Fury, I'm guessing, and they're going to go into more detail what's next and maybe talk some shit. So now Tyson Fury has to fight the winner of Dylan White out of Wallin. They fight October the 30th in a few weeks. If Anthony Joshua decides to step aside and not fight Alexander Usyk, there's a rematch clause, contractually obligated. They have to fight. Eddie Hearn, the promoter of Anthony Joshua, wants it is saying February, March, but don't be surprised if it's April, May, or June. But in my personal opinion, Usyk versus Joshua 2 is going to happen. And then we're going to get Fury versus the winner of White versus Wallin sometime also around that same time frame. And I'm predicting that the winners of Fury, Wallin, White are going to fight the winner of Usyk Joshua 2 sometime September, October, November, December. Damn, look at his wife. Damn, that's Wilder wife. She knows it's over. Damn. And now the question is, personally, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I don't know if Wilder has it mentally to come back. I don't think we're going to see Wilder for another couple of years, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't think we're going to see him for a couple of years. I think it's going to be a while, yo. You know? And now when you look at the heavyweights, if Wilder comes back, after all, between both of these fights, you know, he's made, you know, upwards to maybe close to 100 million or so. And with everything that he's done in the build up to this fight and since losing, with all the excuses and everything, I really don't think he mentally has it. Like, to be honest, I'm being honest. I don't think he mentally has it. And if you don't know, this Wilder that you see here is pretty much a persona. He wasn't this dude 4, 5, 6 years ago. He was a church guy. You know, his pop is literally a pastor, Pastor Wilder. So this shit has been all this, like, this shit been all built up. Like, you know, he's a nice guy. You know, so, and it's a shame that, you know, his fans radicalized him for money and super chat and all that bullshit. You know, I just wish the brother the best, man. I was really a big supporter. You know, like, I'm talking about a huge supporter up until he started doing all that bullshit, you know. I'm not saying that I still don't support him or that, like, you know, I just like him or something. It's just that really turned me off. It's like, bro, you want some weird shit, Deontay Wilder, you know? And now I'm just glad that, like, it's all over. Now, we already talked about it. One of the excuses that they're going to use is that they're going to say, you know, the referee, Russell Mora, gave Fury too much time to get up. Now, watch, you're going to start seeing that shit tomorrow, Monday, where people are going to be putting like little timers and shit on it. I'm not saying that's not an argument, but boxing don't work like that. You know, it don't work like that. You see what I'm saying? So listen, this is what I'm going to do. We're going to take a break. We're going to be back in about, what they do is Fury's got to still go have his drug test, his post-fight examination, get dressed. They got to clear the arena, and then it's going to be a post-fight press conference. So until then, thank you for watching. Please take your time out, like the video, subscribe. I am so glad that this saga is over. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. To me, this was his best performance as a fighter, heart-wise, you know, and, you know, like in the ring, boxing ability. He abandoned the jab, he abandoned the body work, and he just started swinging away, bombs away. He's interviewing with BT Sport. Can we listen to this?
Especially when you have...
No. You know, I feel like I really feel bad for Wilder, you know? Because like his legacy is going to be about these excuses. And God knows what type of excuses or whatever bullshit he's going to come up with after this. You see what I'm saying? So take your time out, like the video, subscribe. Once again, we'll be back very soon with the post-fight press conference. We'll be able to talk in much more detail. Like the video, subscribe, and teach through controversy with 5v360.com.